Bing Wahoo party members, it's time for some Mario 64. Don't look at this file that has 16 stars on it. I didn't somehow completely mess up another recording so soon after the last one, but...
Mario, please come to the castle. I have baked a cake for you. Yours truly, Princess Toadstool. Peach.
Thank you, Princess Peach. But yeah, no, it has been pretty scuffed. Yeah, so I meant to put this out like 2 days ago, but due to my own personal scuff of trying to be fancy with like the transitions of having Big Haven in the center into moving into like a smaller haven before and like after recording, it caused some unknown scuff because of how like the audio files were designated in both of these. That yeah, caused it to where there was no game audio in Mario 64. So yeah, here we are, re-recording a good chunk of that. All right, we got a bridge skip this time. That's what'll really. Oh, never mind. I was like, maybe we could try it, but I know it's like what, like a few pixel like, you know, gap here on the side of the bridge for actually like getting it. Wahaha! Yes, no one's home except for the spooky ghost toads and us, but we're also breaking and entering so we can steal Bowser's power stars and not at all save the princess. So yeah, so in the first episode, it was like, you know, probably like 45 minutes, just because recording's a little bit tight this week. And I'll talk about that in a little bit. But yeah, I was like, all right, cool. So in that time, like we got 16 stars and was all happy, go lucky. And then it's like, so anyways, no stars for you. Well, more like no audio for you. So yeah, now we're back re-recording that. I don't know if we'll do the same exact stars or what, but it'll be interesting. Let me see, because I know we had to actually mess with the controller settings here a little bit, because it's a totally real N64 with totally real settings that I've been using for multiple years. I don't know, the settings are starting to get a little bit weird on the N64 controller, which it is actually a legit controller that I've had for years at this point. I just have one of those adapters that allows you to like plug it into the computer. So I was like, perfect. It'll be great. But then I'm noticing that there's starting to be like some controller like sensitivity issues with like running, where it doesn't want to go completely the full speed that it should. So let me actually see here. Oh no. Did we fix it at least? I sure hope so. Yeah, because that's definitely not detecting here. Unplugging and replugging my controller apparently also decided to mess with my mic. So you get a little bit of the behind the scenes. Yeah, so this will actually detect our lip movements, even though not completely accurate, but it works. When we go ah, ee, ooh, eh, oh. Perfect. Alrighty, let's hope that this is the end of the scuff. I'm like, let me make sure that all the game stuff looks okay here. It seems to be. It seems to be. And before, like, at the end of the recording, it's gonna be like, so anyways, I somehow beans it even further. Hopefully the second attempt at Mario 64 goes well. When I was first setting it up, I was like, wait, what if we just like go into the VTube studio, pin a Mario hat and mustache on us and be like, wahoo, here we are. It's me, Havio, here to bing wahoo. And yes, so that's what I ended up doing. I was like, perfect. Oops. All right, Mr. Babam. We're gonna give you the 1, 2, 3 throwing technique. There we go. So yeah, so originally this episode was supposed to be a Sunday one, but yeah, it kind of got pushed back a little bit because the original idea was to play the mod. If you were like looking forward to it on the 20th, unfortunately, the mod owners messaged me like last minute and were like, hey, so Haven, bad news. We've decided to delay the mod at least a week. And I'm like, oh, okay. I guess. And, you know, hopefully it comes out this next weekend. But that kind of like pushed back some plans because I was gonna be, well, I was out of town from Friday through Sunday. So I was like, all right, cool. I'll record something Thursday night, Friday morning, have it, you know, good to go for Sunday. And then, yeah, that did not plan out because I was like, all right, so no mod. I don't really have the time to do a full like hollow body episode, just because I know I try to do those in like full complete sections, so I'm not just like cutting off in the middle of one. So yeah, seeing that I'm like, all right, ow, we got sniped by a bomb or a water balloon or whatever. So yeah, so we didn't have the time for that, and I was like, all right, well, no big deal. We at least have Mario 64. And yeah, so that didn't pan out either because Mario 64 had no audio. So I'm like, all right. Well, when I get back from my little trip, I'll be in a full good to go recording mood, and we'll yeah, get this redone. But yeah, no, California was a lot of fun. That's where we flew out to. There was some card events going on over the weekend, and I'm like, how much could I say without like completely doxing myself? Yeah, the event was fun. It was like a 260 person event, something like that. 250. And yeah, I did pretty well, all things considered. I went X and 2, so won 5 games, lost 2. But then due to my horrible luck, I bubbled out of the top cut. So unfortunately, that kind of ended my run there. No big victories for your favorite tiefling. I didn't become the ruler of card games, but I don't know, it was a lot of fun, and I was playing kind of like a meme rogue deck anyways, so just kind of seeing people like mauled in real time is, I was like, all right, so anyways, I bet you're not expecting a set 1 deck in a set 7-8 meta, are you? And no, they were not, and there was a few people that were kind of salty where like my round 2 opponent, I guess, was complaining to one of the other people that we like traveled with about my deck in real time, and I was just like, oh, good. Like they didn't know that the person was you know, like traveled with us, but they were just like, yeah, so played against this deck that used this like set 1 card that I've never seen before. They were like, was the player a tiefling that with the red hair, blue horns, green cloak? And the person was just like, yes. How do you know? And they're just like, oh, good. Haven's leaving lasting impressions on salty nerds. And then a little bit later, going into like, I think it was like the 4th or 5th round, my opponent just like stared at me for like 10 seconds after the match ended. And he's just like, huh. Your deck is really weird. And then he just like grabbed his stuff and left. And I'm like, okay, bye. Okay, I guess. Nice talking with you. Glad we had this conversation. I'm glad to know that my weird deck is weird. I was gonna see if we had a castle warp. I was gonna be like, let's not do red coins right now. We'll do a quick run through of the red coins here. So yeah, so that was pretty funny, but I think my absolute favorite one was my last round opponent, because since I was X and 2, you know, the tournament organizer is just like, all right, anyone that's X and 2 or better, stay at your tables because you might make the top cut and move on. But my opponent, as I'm trapped at the table for like 20 minutes, proceeded to explain to me all like 36 ways he could have won if he just played it differently. And I'm sitting there like, no, please, let me out of this hell. And, you know, I don't want to be rude or anything, so I'm just like, yep. I mean, that could have done something. That hypothetical play that you could have done might have slowed down my victory. Might have turned the tables. And yeah, he was not too happy to lose from my deck, just because of how like weird it was. He's just like, he's like, well, no one plays that deck anyways, so I shouldn't have lost. Like, but my deck, it's good. And I'm like, I'm right here. I'm the one who's playing it. I'm the weirdo with the weird deck. So it was pretty funny, but after kind of the disappointment of being bubbled out of the tournament, me and a few other people went down to the beach and we're like, all right, at least we can enjoy the California sun. And yeah, now just like with every time I'm in the sun, I'm sunburnt again. I'm like, all right, I put on sunblock, you know, put it all over, but still, the sun is just smiting my frail body. It's like, so anyways, you're going to become a lobster. Oh my gosh, we're like always about to just like slip right here. Oh, perfect. There we go. So yeah, so overall, like, the weekend was fun. Like, I mean, we got to get some like ice cream on the beach too, so you know, that was nice and refreshing, a good way to kind of like relax and like unwind after, you know, a kind of stressful-ish tournament day. But yeah, we were definitely like a little bit disappointed because the top cut could have been resolved with like another round, or even like instead of like a top 32 cut, doing like a top 64 cut, you know, something like that. Yeah, so it was like, I kind of wish that they did the other round. Like, who knows? Maybe we could have done well enough if we had won one more game, or even, you know, a top 64 cut and make it. But oh well, you know. The tiebreakers will always get you in these games. That's like, yeah, you can play your heart out, but depending on like when you lose and how your opponents do, they'll just take you down with them. All right, let's slip slide to our heart's content. Yeah, and then let's see. Anything else crazy? No, just that. Yeah, after that, flew home. Now I'm back in my Tiefling den. Now here we are. It's gonna be a little bit awkward recording Hollow Body with my current like work schedule and just how everything kind of like is planned around it. So I was like, all right, we'll continue Mario 64 through this week. And, you know, we'll bing Wahoo to our heart's content. Yeah, hopefully over this weekend, or, you know, when my work schedule changes here going into the next week, we should be able to have a bit better of a recording schedule. Yeah, because right now, like, at least this week with everything going on, I'm, like, looking at my, like, possible recording schedule. I'm like, I maybe have, like, little, like, 50-minute to 1-hour gaps in between everything. Oh my gosh, I'm stuck on a rock. So, yeah, so we're going to be doing some shorter, more just kind of silly bing Wahoo adventures. And then it's not this week, but next week is when I finally start my new work bid, where I get the fabled 3 days off, which actually makes it a lot easier to record. Where I'm just like, all right, now I can actually have like a proper like midweek day that's not taken up by anything to sit down and be cringe free in front of the microphone. All right, you're not gonna get me this time, puzzle. For a brief moment on our first time through this, I'd forgotten the opening order, and I thought it was the up, down, left, right, instead of just like the kind of up, left, right, down. So I got zapped. I didn't die, but we got zapped. Here we go! Wahoo! You know what? We didn't do this one last time. Let's go into here. Helps if I actually backflip the correct direction. But yeah, I have another tournament coming up in like 2 weeks, so I'm trying to be a little bit more proactive on that one to make sure we're not having a gap in content again. But, I mean, it was also kind of like multiple blunders in a row where I'm like, all right, please. The mods falling through. Hollow Body takes a while to record. Mario 64 doesn't have any audio. I mean, most of these were my fault in poor planning. So, I mean, I take full responsibility for them. but it should be better going forward. Yeah, and ever since playing Mario B3313, I've always kind of had this like little bit of an itch to hop back into just Mario 64, and then Conker's Bad Fur Day kind of exacerbated that, where I'm just like, oh wait, I just wanna play the OG Bing Bing Wahoo. No tricks, no mods, just pure Bing and Wahoo. Here we go! Wahoo! So yeah, no, here we are. We're gonna play through it a bit because yeah, I mean Mario 64 was like my OG like N64 console game. When I was young and my parents were like, "All right, Haven, you can finally have a console." It was like this, and I think it was like Mario Kart. Those were like the original two. They're like, "Are you gonna be kind and play with your siblings, Haven?" And I'm like, "No." Mario 64 is mine and mine alone. And then I would just, you know, get home from school and just sit down right in front of the CRT TV and just be like, all right, I'm gonna play N64 for the next like 4 hours until dinner's ready. And that started my gaming addiction. Wow. We're so bad at this. Literally last time, on the previous recording, we got the sub 21 seconds twice in a row. And here we are getting above 21 seconds. Oh my gosh, I should just quit while I'm behind. All right, we'll give it another shot here. But Mario 64 was always one of those games where it always kind of had that like bit of mystery to me. Because, you know, my next door neighbor was also a gamer and he was big into like the, oh my gosh, we're failing at this already. He was big into all like the gaming mysteries, and you know, he'd hear stuff from his brother, or I don't know, maybe online, and be like, oh, did you know that in Mario 64 in the statue there's a secret, L is real? And you know, me as a kid, I'm like, the only time I'd go into the computer is to play like RuneScape, so I'd be like, oh. I believe you. I believe you 100%. Oh, 21 exact. Oh my gosh. How are we getting worse at this? I always had that little bit of mystique, and then also just like getting to 70 stars when I was a wee child felt like an impossible task. Because also part of me would just like enjoy replaying some of the same levels, so I'd be like, all right, for the 100th time on the slide today, we're gonna do this. All right, this time we will get the slide. No? Yeah, there we go. Oh my gosh. A 0.1 difference. Let's go. Here we go. Yeah, I still remember, like, you know, back in the day where it's like beating Bowser, like the 70-star Bowser at the end of like the Star Road was like the biggest accomplishment, where it's like, oh shit, I've finally done it. I've finally beaten Bowser. And then of course it becomes like that family like dinner story where whenever I would like see my parents, they'd be like, I remember back in the day when you defeated Bowser for the first time, and you were so excited. I'm like, yes, parents, I was pretty excited, because I love Mario. I've even become Mario in real life. I'm like, bing, bing, wahoo. There we go. Here we go. It's like after bing, bing, wahooing, I'm gonna like slowly destroy my voice. All my bing bing wahoos are gonna be filled with voice cracks. Wahoo! There we go. And then we'll go. Whee! Wah! I mean, we could go beat up Bowser. Yeah, I guess. Last time we went in here, like right at 8 stars, just bum rushed him, and then we're like, all right. Onto the basement we go, but we can spend a little bit more time up here. Wah, 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 wah. There we go. I was like ready to just like fall into the pit on that one. I was like, we're kind of going a bit slow. All right, I believe in our powers this time. Last time we completely skipped these red coins too. I was like, I don't want to do them. They're not on our docket today. Maybe if we need stars near the end of the game, we can get them. Oh no! That was all me. That was bad. Oops. Oh no. Mamma mia. Indeed. Oh, we almost went in the pit. See, I feel like playing Mario and like other N64 games is like a cycle where it's like I play one and then I'm like, all right, now I want to play Mario 64. Then I play Mario 64 and I'm like, all right, now I want to play another one. Then I play a different one. Then it's like, all right, now time for more Mario 64. Rinse and repeat for forever. Perfect. Number 5. Going through here like carefully is like so much harder than just like running and gunning it through the entire place. If I make one misstep, I'm gonna have to get these coins all over again. There we go, 6. Then 7's there, and then 8 is like on top. We could. Do like that, and then one more jump here. I don't know what it is, like, playing through this game, I'm like, all right, I know what to do, but it's like, all right, palms sweaty, I'm ready to bing bing wahoo off this cliff. Ooh. All right, there we go, we've done it. There we go. There we go. I don't know why that got so much more nerve-wracking. It's like, all right, you're gonna beans it, Haven. You're gonna beans it and lose all 8 coins. All right, Bowser, we're here to dumpster you. I know you're gonna be like, tough luck, Mario. Princess Toadstool isn't here. Gwahaha. Go ahead and try and throw me into the mines that I placed in here. Like a big goober. All right, Bowser. I practiced throwing the alien in Conker's Bad Fur Day, just so I could be just as bad at throwing you in this as I was in that. Oh my gosh. I was like, release it early. That's how you did it in Conkers. And it's like, so anyways. It's the exact strategy that's gonna mess you up now again. All right, Bowser. There we go. There we go. Yes. We're gonna ground pound your taint, Bowser, and you can't do nothing to stop it. Yeah, I was a bit careless. This is not as I planned. But still, you won't get any more stars. I swear it. Dun, 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 dun. Let's go. Here we go. Yahoo! So we're getting a nice little collection of stars going here. But let's see. So, I mean, we still have a lot of stars we could get up here. Or we can start traversing into the basement. You know what? Let's keep going for the lobby stars. At least for now. We'll get a few more lobby stars, then we'll wrap this one up. And then in the next one, that's where we'll go into the basement and do all the funny stuff. Yeah, so we're going to abduct this child from its parents. And even though it totally wants to be with us, we're going to take it to its new foster home as I bing bing wahoo into that wall a few times. Ow, penguin, don't worry. It's just me getting hurt. There we go. I've brought you back to your family. Here you go. I like that I have to pick up the penguin to show it to the mother. It's like already in its home and the mother's like, I've never seen this child in my life. And there we go. Nice and easy. And back in we go. All right, big penguin, I'm ready to race you. All right, penguin, I'm gonna beat you, and you can do nothing about it. And there we go. Nice and easy. And I don't even know how long that cursor's been on the screen. Oh my gosh. We broke your record. Well, now I'm going to steal your star. And then your soul. Ha 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 ha. Alright, so we got... Well, actually, let's do one more in here. Because I do want to get... Maybe like the wall kicks will work. I don't know. Every time I come to this level, I'm like, I need to get that one. When I was younger, wall kicks will work was like the bane of my existence. Because I did not understand how wall kicks worked. And I was like, I have no clue what this game wants me to do. So, yeah. So, for the most part, I was just, like, floundering. I was like, yes. This is totally what needs to happen, right? Yeah, when I was younger, that was, like, the one star I would never get. Because I'm just like, I have no clue what these things are. Yes, prepare the cannons. Alright, ready to blast off. We blasted off all right. I was trying to get a little bit more room to do a jump like that, and I was like, wait. So anyways, off the cliff we go. Because I always forget if you can do the long jump from that edge and get back, or if you're just kind of screwed. What? Oh, we did some speed strats? We're gaming? We're real Mario gamers? Da, 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 da. It's okay. It was actually faster for us to die and then jump off the mountain and come back down here to get in the cannon. There we go. But yeah, especially after playing like Conkers, just like the quality of life in this game, like the shadow always being under Mario. Like that's huge. Like just knowing where you're going to land makes platforming in this game so much easier. Oh, we did like a platform clip there. Let's go. Not intentionally, but we did it. Yeah, I know, like, then also when I was young, like, every time I would get over here, I would just, like, biff it and just, like, fall off the ice. I'm like, wait, no. I've never been up here before. And then I see, like, speedrunners go through it, and they're like, so anyways, just do the helicopter jump from the top side, and then Mario will hit a gust of wind and start floating, and then by the parallel universes, he'll travel onto the platform, where then Peach will greet him and give him the star directly. And I'm like, oh, I've never seen this in my life. Dun 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 dun. But I mean, like, even in Mario, like, the swimming controls are super tight, like, I don't feel like I'm going, like, crazy off course when I'm swimming. You know, it's not like, all right, now I've, like, lost sight of Mario. Like, the camera sticks behind him, like, super well. And then I feel like with every child, this eel was, like, the most terrifying thing. At least for me, like, when I was younger, I was like, whoa, eel spooky. Hello, Mr. Eel, I need to get inside the ship, please. Even as an adult, I forget what the strat is for, like, getting him out. I thought it was, like, you had to get, like, close to him or something. There's, like, a hitbox, like, sensitivity for him. Oh my gosh, we're actually gonna die. Our eel strat did not pay off. Well, drowning, here we come. And it's gonna be right before we hit the surface. Oh wait, no, we hit the surface, let's go. No. And then he's gone. He's just mysteriously disappeared. And then his chests again down here. I always forget these chests. One, I think it's like far, nope. Maybe this one, then this one, and then the final one? I think that's it. Yes. And then this is where the real gamer moment of this level starts. Now we just aggressively swim up towards the top. And I think we can make it to, like, this platform. Yeah. I think if you're, like, super quick, I think you can actually make it all the way up. There we go. And then I'm glad I remembered the box trick where you ground pound right as you're hitting the box and then you, like, collect the star. That's the way to do it. Alrighty, and then what I'm going to do is just to kind of match with the other episode, since we have the 16 stars, I'm going to go ahead and wrap up this episode here. Thank you so much for coming out today, party members, and thank you to all the new party members that have been joining us recently. My name is Haven, and I'll see you in the next Bing Bing Wahoo adventure from within your walls. See you, everyone. Bye-bye.